Okay, picture this. An AI that doesn't just help you write software, it builds the entire thing from scratch, all by itself. Sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, right? Well, stick around because we're going to break down how it just became a reality. It's a question that's been floating around for a while now. I mean, can an AI really take a simple idea and, on its own, punch out every single line of code it needs to become a real working application? Well, it looks like the answer is a big, resounding yes. According to this report, a brand new software tool was just built from the ground up entirely by an AI. And the most unbelievable part? The whole thing was done in just 10 days. Now, to really get how huge that is, we first have to talk about what it normally takes to get from an idea to an application. And let me tell you, it's a journey. Usually, this process is a marathon. You've got human engineers spending weeks, sometimes months, just planning the system. Then they write endless lines of code. And after all that, they have to hunt down every single bug. It's a massive, time-consuming effort. Okay, now let's dive into the experiment that basically flips that entire process on its head. This is where an AI steps up and takes on the role of the coder. The company that made this happen is Anthropic. They're an AI research and safety company, and they were the ones who orchestrated this whole project. And their AI engineer? It's a model named Claude. Claude was the one who was given the task of actually writing all the software. So what did Claude build? A new software tool called Cowork, which was brought to life completely by AI-generated code. Okay, remember that traditional timeline of months or even years? Let this sink in. This entire project, from a completely blank slate to a fully working tool, took just 10 days. That is an insane acceleration. And we're not talking about just getting a little help here. 100%. Every single line of code that makes Cowork do its thing was written by the Claude AI. No human coding whatsoever. So if the AI is doing all the coding, you might be thinking, are human engineers obsolete now? Well, not quite. This project actually shows us a really powerful new way for humans and AI to collaborate. It's the natural next question, isn't it? If the AI handled all the heavy lifting of writing thousands of lines of code, what were the humans in the room actually doing? The roles got split up, kind of like building a house. The AI, Claude, was the construction crew, the one laying the bricks and putting up the walls. The human engineers, they were the architects. They came up with a high-level vision, they designed the blueprint, and then they came back at the end to review the final product. This image from the report really captures that new dynamic perfectly. You can see the human team isn't focused on individual lines of code anymore. They're looking at the big picture. They're the visionaries, the project managers who are guiding this incredibly powerful AI builder. So what does all this really mean for the future? This isn't just one cool experiment. It could be a sneak peek of how we might build, well, just about everything from now on. This quote from the report pretty much says it all. It points to a huge shift in what it means to be a software engineer, moving away from being a hands-on coder to becoming more of a high-level strategist and architect. The potential impact here is just massive. Imagine you're an entrepreneur with a new app idea. Instead of needing months and a huge budget, you could potentially get a working prototype in a matter of days. This could just unleash a wave of creativity, freeing people up to focus on the what and the why, while the AI takes care of the how. When you get right down to it, this isn't just a story about code. It's a story about creation itself. When the toolmaker is an AI, it changes the entire relationship between an idea and actually making it real. And that could apply to almost every creative field. This leaves us in a fascinating new world. When an AI can build our tools at this incredible speed, the main bottleneck isn't execution anymore. The only real limit is our own imagination. So the question we all have to ask ourselves is, what are we going to build next?